The next step of your texture project is creating thumbnails. So there's a randomness to these thumbnails that you're going to create because you're going to be given some randomized subject matter and also some randomized compositional goals. And this isn't unlike what you might have to do if you were a designer in a firm. You're given some objectives that you have to fill. So you can kind of think about it that way. There's some goals, but you have creative freedom within those goals. So go ahead and pick 3 random numbers, all 1 to 4, and you're going to think about, write them down before you look at this. If you try not to cheat. And once you pick those numbers, you're going to figure out which thing from each of these lists that you're going to use in your composition. So you have a shape, a design focus, an emotional content, and then an unconventional material. I didn't put that as one of the 3 numbers that you have to pick just because you might have to pick and choose for what you have at home. And then you are going to use those materials to create your thumbnail sketches, your 6 thumbnail sketches. So I want to show you some examples of those. I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint here. Just to show you a few examples of some of the thumbnail sketches. Now, one of the things that you had to do is create some thumbnail sketches, also find some actual versus implied texture. So as you can kind of see from these are some examples of thumbnail sketches. You could draw out the thumbnail sketches, or you could feel free to actually cut and paste and tape those thumbnail sketches together. Now these are just, they're brainstorming, so you can think about them in a variety of ways. And you're, wanting to use each one of your design concepts, so whether you might have a focus of a circle, your emotional content might be smooth or ephemeral. You're trying to figure out how to piece those pieces together. So, but how you put them together is up to you. And you're going to try to explore that in 6 different ways. Let's see a few examples here. There's some of that unconventional material content in here too. Now these are just your thumbnail sketches, so you're going to actually try to recreate these drawn on a bigger scale. This is an example of a finished piece. Now you can see you can actually include some of that unconventional material in your finished piece if you like, by using the glue or Mod Podge. So you could have some drawn elements, and you could have some collaged elements if you want in your finished piece. This one is a little more subtle. You can see the white there. They actually used little cutout stickers. Or if you want to, you can have the whole piece drawn. It's up to you. You could have it a completely drawn piece as well. So you're trying to recreate that texture in your 9x12 finished piece. Just one more example here. Very beautifully drawn texture in this one. All right, so be creative with those thumbnails, and don't be afraid to explore some different possibilities.